So that is our fantastic beef and onion pie. With that Forgotten Suet pastry, we got mushy peas, mashed potatoes and some gravy. That is a fantastic comfort meal right there. Hi everyone, welcome to Backyard Chef. I'm Rick. Today we're doing a steak and onion pie, but we're making it with the Forgotten Suet pastry. Now this Forgotten Suet pastry shouldn't be forgotten. It's easy to, in fact it's so simple to make. You mix it up and tip it on and it's done. I've got chuck in here, cubed up chuck. Now you can use topside, you can use any cubed up meat that you want, stewing beef, up to you. And I've got 3 large onions and a couple of cloves of garlic which I've minced up. The onions I've diced up. It's a steak and onion pie. We want to see the onions, you know. If you want to put anything else in, up to you. So there you go, that is our chuck there, and we are going to fry it off in a pan. Not in the Instant Pot, but we are going to cook in the Instant Pot for speed. Now it will cook in the Instant Pot for 35 minutes. That is all. If you're going to cook it on the stove top, you're going to take a couple of hours to cook your beef filling, and then you're going to bob it in the oven. This is just a super quick way. It works every time. And for all the people say, I don't have an Instant Pot. Well look, you know, you're cooking on a stove for 2 hours. It's as simple as that. Okay, 35 minutes, 10-minute release, job finished. In the bottom of the pie tin, our pastry on top, and we're going to bake it. That's how quick it is. Convenience. Let's get on with it. So that's our chuck in there. I'm just going to lightly, well not really lightly, I'm just going to put some pepper in. Pepper and salt, season up my meat. A little bit of sea salt in there. Salt and pepper to taste as per usual, up to you. Grab me a spoon and give that a mix up. Right, I'm going to do me a sneaky one. I'm going to pinch a little bit of my flour, but it doesn't matter, it's negligible. We're only going to pinch that much. I'm going to stir it all into my meat. Okay, we're going to stick that in a pan and we're going to fry some colour on it. So it's a little bit of oil in there and some butter. Get a little bit of butter in there, about that much. A tablespoon. Right, get a flame on. Now, people have been asking me about these pans. Now, this is not, well, it is a plug for the pan, really. It's not a paid sponsor, anything like that. They are marble stone coated. That's what they are. I'll shove a link in the description because I'm using it. You can go ahead and have a look if you want. That's up to you. What do I think of them? I think they're absolutely fantastic. The best pans I own at this moment in time. Why? They're actually made to accommodate quite heavy usage. So if you're using them all the time, they're a bit more wear resistant. They're fantastic. Okay, we're going in there with our meat. I'm going to chuck it all in. You can do it in batches if you want. I'm too lazy today. Colour on there. Okay, let me answer the question right now. Why do I not use the saute mode on the Instant Pot? Because mine sautés too hot and I like control of everything. If I want to burn something, I want to burn it. I don't want something else overcooking it. If you like using your saute mode on your Instant Pot, go ahead. So we actually want a brown crust on this meat. That is our flavour. When it goes in the Instant Pot, it's just going to be, well, it's going to be pressure cooked, but it's going to be like boiling, stewing like you would do on a stove top. So if we can get a little bit of caramelization, a little bit of flavour, a crustiness on there, that is going to add to the depth of flavour inside our pie. So you don't really have to work it so much because we're actually trying to get a little bit of colour. Okay, once you've got a little bit of colour on there, Instant Pot liner. Unless you're going to cook stove top for a couple of hours, it's staying in. But this is coming out and into there. Easy as that. Leave the gunge in the bottom. We're going to add a little bit more butter, and we're going to cook our onions and garlic. A quick cook on there, and then we're going to chuck that in there with this. Butter in there. So I have 3 large onions cubed and some garlic. All the ingredients are listed in the description as usual. Click on the more where it says more, it drops down. So let's give those a little whizzle twizzle in there. Now we're not trying to overcook these either. Take a little bit of rawness out and chuck it in your pan. Okay, we're not going to overcook these onions. We want some texture in there, you know. So these are absolutely fine. We've taken the rawness out. They are superb. That's our cooking done, this part. So we have our lovely beef in there. We're going to add those onions. So don't forget, you add anything you like. Oh, that's a bit warm. You add anything you like. You know, if you want to add mushrooms, you put mushrooms in. But then it would be a beef and onion mushroom pie. We're just doing beef and onion. Beef stock. Beef stock today made up from beef powder. And this is Knorr. We're going to hit that up with about a tablespoon. Okay, we get the top off, look. We're going to hit that up with about a tablespoon of Worcester sauce. Oh, what a day. What about 1.5 tomato puree in there. I'm going to go in there with some thyme. Dried thyme. That's our flavouring in there. And we want to be heating that up with a little bit of pepper, not much, tiny bit of salt, because we've already salted the meat. And we're going in there with a tablespoon of corn flour, corn starch, and that's going to give us a thickish gravy. Now it's not going to be thick, but it will be thick-ish in there. Mixy. And that's our filling. Lovely instant pot. Lid on. And we're going to cook this on high pressure for 35 minutes. Pressure cook. And we want to go 35 minutes. Job done, that's it, no more work. We just need to make the pastry in a little minute. Cook it 35 minutes and then we naturally pressure release for 10 minutes. The valve will drop down. Then we can manually pressure release it and take our filling out. That is it. Okay, we're down to about a minute left on cooking on there. Then it's going to do 10 minutes natural pressure release. So we have time to bring our batter together, our pastry. So straightforward, let's get on and do it. Come on. Okay, in here, self-raising flour. This is corn flour, pinch of dried thyme, a little bit of salt, salt to taste, pepper to taste, anything like that. Just give that a little stir in, bring that corn flour in there with that self-raising flour. Okay, and as the title says, it's a suet pastry. And this is actually vegetable suet. Makes not a jot whether you use vegetable suet or beef suet. Hands in. Just bring that together. We want some nice breadcrumbs type effect, as usual, like you do with pastry. Alternative for suet, if you can't get it, cold butter or lard. Lard preferably. Okay, that will do. We don't have to go super fine. In there, milk. Whisk it in. We're making a batter. This is the pastry. These old-fashioned ways are absolutely fantastic. Just make sure that your flour is incorporated into your batter. We don't want lumps of flour in there, you know. And that is an old-fashioned pastry which should not be forgotten. You know, anybody that can't make pastry can really enjoy a suet crust. So simple. Okay, we've had more than 10 minutes, so we're just going to pressure release manually. Just switch the switch. Off goes the pressure. We just wait. Oh, that smells lovely. We just wait for the plunger to drop down. We can take the lid off. Off with the lid. Turn it towards yourself. Let the steam go away. Steam away. Oh, yes, please. So there you go. We've got a fantastic cooked contents there. However, the soup or the gravy is a little bit thin. We're going to mix up a little bit of cornstarch and add it to that. A little bit of cornstarch and water. So get your oven on 190. Okay, you want a tray and whatever you're going to use. I'm using it, it's about an 8x8 actually. And I just want to take some of this gravy out of there. And I've got corn flour in here. And we're just going to mix up a little bit of that in there. Now it doesn't matter if you get onions and things in there. Don't worry about that. We just want to make up a cornstarch slurry with the gravy. And we're going to add it back to the pie. Don't put all the gravy in just yet. We want to know how much we've got. We're going to add the gravy, but we want gravy with all this goodness for our pie at the end. Oh, come on. I mean, look at the contents here. Sensational. Okay, you want to take our cornstarch gravy mix. Don't worry if there's a couple of lumps in. Just a little one of those in there, look. And then we're going to take our batter. And all we're going to do is spoon it over the top of there. There we go. That is our pastry on there. It's already bubbled over a little bit, but we're not bothered. In the oven, and it's going in the oven for about 20-25 minutes, somewhere around about there. Let's get it in. Come on. Okay, we can be getting that out of there. Look at that. It's bubbling like crazy. We're going to have to give it a little minute. Nice pastry top. Hopefully it should be a little bit soft soggy inside where it's absorbed the gravy. In the pie top, come on. Put a few peas on there. And we're just going to bring those out. And we're going to sit the pie on the peas on there. Back on there with our wonderful pastry top. And that is an absolutely stunning dinner. That is an absolutely fantabulistic, stunning dinner. And you know it. A little bit of gravy on there. So that is our fantastic beef and onion pie. With that Forgotten Suet pastry, we got mushy peas, mashed potatoes and some gravy. That is a fantastic comfort meal right there. Nice pastry top. Nice little bit of stodgy breadiness inside, look. That is perfect suet pastry. Unbelievable. And look at this. Look at this. Perfectly cooked beef. Man. That is really off the charts. That is so simple to put together. Cracking comfort food. Look at the beef falling apart. Just enough texture to hold together. Oh, that ain't taking no chewing. That is delicious. Oh, oh my word. I love proper food. That is a proper meal to me. That is what you want. That is comfort on a plate. Perfectly cooked beef and onion. We got the mashed potato, mushy peas. We got a fantastic gravy made out of the gravy out of the Instant Pot. The pastry has got a crusty top. It's nice and bready through there like a suet crust pastry is. It is sensational. It is just a fabulous, fabulous comfort meal. So don't forget, share with your friends. Tell them how easy it is to make a beef and onion pie with the old-fashioned Forgotten Suet Crust. So simple, very tasty, very filling. Any time of year, but especially cold time of year. What a dinner. If you like what we're doing, big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, ring that bell. Catch you in the next video. And I just can't get enough of this. Oh man.